who do not know, Governor Musgrove has just been selected chairman of the National Assessment of Educational Progress High School Achievement Commission. The big title. Thank you. And also, I want to share the information about the NAEPD and NAEP is included in your booklet. So I hope that you'll have a chance to read that along with all the other videos.
Jim, thank you. Tim, thank you very much for the opportunity to be here. But also, more importantly, as Mike, Dr. Burnham, and others have said, thank you for highlighting the importance of education in our state. It cannot be overstated, and I appreciate that. Some of you know that we have several children. Carmen Ray, when she graduated from high school, I was trying to negotiate with her about getting her a vehicle for college. And unlike her brother, I tried to get her to select a vehicle that did not have a couple of things on it that she wanted. But I thought in her excitement she would go ahead and take the vehicle because it was quick. And she hesitated, and I said, well, Jordan quickly took his. And she said, but Dad, Jordan does that. She said, I'm in this for the long haul. I'll just wait till I get what I want. Well, she's been that way all of her life, but I thought about, as she graduated from college in May, she and I were talking about it, education is a lot like that. We need to be in it for the long haul. And just because something happens well or happens good right now doesn't mean that you don't continue to work on it because all the things around change. A couple of things that have been happening which prompted the National Assessment of Education process, NAEP, to appoint this commission. One, NAEP, for background, was funded and authorized by Congress in 1969. It is the only continual assessing testing group in the country for 4th, 8th, and 12th grade testing. All the educators look to it and recognize it as the standard for excellence and for a commonality across the country. But in this global economy and challenges that we have, a couple of things are happening. Number one, over $3 billion is being spent in colleges for remedial work for high school graduates. That is about almost 40% in community colleges, about 20% in university and college level. That's a lot of money for people to have to spend because the bottom line we say is that a child walking out of the 12th grade is not prepared for college. And when you have to pay that much, that's a huge drain, one, on the colleges, but number two, what about the young person who walks into a business? How long is a business or an employer supposed to have to train a young person? That training with the complexity of our economy is getting longer and longer. That's not fair to the business either. And the one common problem across the common country is there's no commonality for what a 12th grader ought to know. If you graduate from West Virginia, Texas, Michigan, no one really knows what should a 12th grader know. What is it that you can expect if you're a college or university, if you're a business person? So the commission was appointed with this idea. One, the nation's report card has about 17 projects, research going on now to see if we can look, and is there a way to say you can look at a certain performance and say you're prepared and you're at the proper level when you graduate from 12th grade. The first of these projects will start coming out this fall and will conclude in 2011. The 9-member commission that I serve as chairman, our responsibility is to effectively communicate the research results and then to look at, see what is the correct response to that research and what should our schools across the country to do. One thing that's going on, the National Governors Association and the State Chief School Officer right now are working on some Common Core opportunities right now so that across the country businesses and colleges can be better prepared and know more about what's happening in the 12th grade. Let me close by simply saying this. Something big just happened in our family in the world of education. My wife, who a lot of you know, Melody Musgrove, served as 6 years as the Director of Special Education in our state, and she was just appointed last month as the director for all special education in the country. First Mississippian to ever hold that position. I'm extremely proud of it, but it also brings with it a lot more challenges because I think as Dr. Burnham will tell you, I think as Dr. Bounds will tell you, the challenge of dealing with and working with and educating our challenged students is great. And we need to make sure that we continue that focus, and so I'm proud of her for doing that. Let me simply say that next year you will be hearing a lot about, I think, the results of the commission, and I look forward to working with the commission and working across the country with the results and what it is that we should be doing. Thank you very much for the opportunity.